Climate activist Greta Thunberg called out Justin Trudeau for essentially being two-faced. Now, she didn't use her own words, but she did quote a fantastic report in The Guardian by Bill McKibben, a climate activist, on just how backwards Justin Trudeau is when it comes to the issue of climate change, or I should say how dishonest he is when it comes to climate change. First, let me show you the tweet that she put out here. So you can see here, Greta tweeted out, quote, this is quoting the article from Bill McKibben, quote, if an alcoholic assured you he was taking his condition very seriously, but also laying in a 40-year store of bourbon, you'd be entitled to doubt his sincerity, by Bill McKibben. So I got to give you a little taste of this article because it is very well written. It's a must read, and it isn't all that long. I know people sometimes, you got things to do, but it ends here. It's pretty quick. I'll give you a little bit here because this is a really great piece, and it shows you how dishonest Trudeau is when it comes to climate. So Bill McKibben says here, Americans elected Donald Trump, who insisted climate change was a hoax. So it's no surprise that since taking office, he's been all in for the fossil fuel industry. There's no sense despairing. The energy is better spent fighting to remove him from office. Canada, on the other hand, elected a government that believes the climate crisis is real and dangerous, and with good reason, since the nation's Arctic territories give it a front row seat to the fastest warming on Earth. Yet the country's leaders seem likely in the next few weeks to approve a vast new tar sands mine, which will pour carbon into the atmosphere through the 2060s. They know, yet they can't bring themselves to act on the knowledge. Now, that is cause for despair. This is a huge issue with neoliberal governments, with governments like Justin Trudeau's, where it's all, change on the outside. Oh, yes, gender neutral cabinet. Oh, yes, of course, climate change is real. Got to take it seriously. And then behind the scenes, this is what's actually going on. Let me just give you a little bit more here. The Tech mine would be the biggest tar sands mine yet, 113 square miles of petroleum mining, located just 16 miles from the border of Wood Buffalo National Park. A federal panel approved the mine despite conceding that it would likely be harmful to the environment and to the land culture of the indigenous people. These giant tar sands mines, easily visible on Google Earth, are already among the biggest scars humans have ever carved on the planet's surface. But Canadian authorities ruled that the mine was nonetheless in the public interest. And this is a reminder, as Bill McKibben points out here, of what Justin Trudeau said back in 2017, shortly after he became Prime Minister.
As I said on the very first trip to the oil patch back in 2012, no country would find 173 billion barrels of oil in the ground and just leave them there.
This is the climate change Prime Minister.
The resource will be developed. Our job is to ensure that this is done responsibly, safely, and sustainably.
Yes, let's sustainably take all these barrels of oil, billions of barrels of oil, out of the ground. We can sustainably do that. I'm done with these kinds of governments. I'm done with this bullshit. Which is why, if we're talking about Bernie, you know what? Let's not get there. But I'm just telling you, you can't vote for people like this anymore. You can't. It's done. It's over. The planet is dying. Or I shouldn't say the planet's dying. We are dying. Humanity will die on this planet if we continue down the path that we were on with governments like this. No more neoliberal crap.